Guys, how are y'all doing? Gonna look at some trades here. Just redrawing some fibs from some earlier moves. Hoping the 210 would break out. It didn't from this morning because that's where I drew my fibs on that. But if you look at a nice little retrend, you have stair-stepping, breaking VWAP move right here. Continuation a little bit with another pretty much stalemate at this area that it couldn't break this morning. Looking for some moves here as well. AMST did break out a little earlier. It got target 2 early, almost in pre. We got target 1 pretty quick. And then right over here, we got a nice retrend back up. And then at the open, a little dip. And then a rip out over the pre-market highs. Got a pretty good 20-30 cent move there. And then Rily, that's the one I really grabbed a lot of. So Rily had a lot of attention, just kept going up the whole time, all morning long. There's my fibs on that move right here. I got all of this move as well right here. I'll draw this one as well. I got 2 big sections of this trade right here. Here's a target 2. And then this is where it bounced off this morning. I actually put an order in and got some of that wick and wrote it up. Got another set of orders at the 360 area and then wrote it up. I thought it was going to continue, but it was good enough to get to the little bit of highs and a little bit more, and that's good enough for me because it did run 3 targets. So 3 targets is plenty when really all you really need is 2. But here's 2 targets from pre, and here's 3 targets at the open. Here's 2 targets after that, and 1 more target still at that 3170 area that was looking a little tight right before the open. Still under VWAP, but still holding pretty tight. It's already touched the 200, so it did bounce up a little bit off the 200, which is the purple line down here. So if you are looking for other trades, maybe bouncing off some EMAs, this one bounced off of VWAP a little bit, but the biggest one right here would have been the 200 bounce, just to double check that it was in a bullish mode. Mullen, it suckered me in. I got what I needed to get, but it was a tough battle to get here because it grinded up very slowly, which is not a good sign for a stock to keep pulling back all the way up. But it did finally hit target 1, and it did do another target 1 over here once it broke VWAP. I'll draw that for you. I didn't take that trade, but I did take this trade. And then AMST, same thing. Took this 2 trades right here. And it was trying to break this 349 area later in the day because it did do that little move. And if you'd have gone for a scalp up to just test the resistance like it did this morning, you'd have been just as fine, just as well. CZOO, it is breaking out of that level right here that I looked at earlier. About what? Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, so about 12 minutes later. Now it's trying to test out VWAP and see if it can go. If you're putting in some trades, that would be the trade I would do and see if it can just retest. Initially, that would be my first target, and then the second target to retest today's highs. But if you're in the pre-market and it came out of nowhere, all you had to do was look at yesterday. Some people were shocked that it came out probably the night before. You need to look at some gainers that look at this. Big gain yesterday and then another gangbuster today. So just look at that. There's that move right there. Going to target 1 on the move I just stated. And what you're looking for is it basically, look, larger consolidation, smaller consolidation until there are no lower shares than this 1096 area. So then it has to go back up, prove itself, and there it is, your target 1 on CZOO. For shorting, if you want to short this, obviously is not the one you wanted because it is not even there. It's also a low float, and there's the target 1 break. It should pop down 1 more time before it goes. And what else is good? I think those were pretty much it. Rily is what I got mostly of, and then Mullen, just a little bit of that. But there's your target 1 and then retest, so you can't get too excited because I like my target 1, and look, it comes right back down. Just get a little excitable, but this is a high price enough stock that you could have rolled 1164 to 1210, 1220 very easy. That 60 cent move on a little larger stock than a dollar move. Trying to get 60 cents out of a dollar move is very hard compared to a little larger stock. So I do gravitate toward those a little bit more. And if you can re-break this right here at the 1194, I'd probably take another pop trade if it would go up, because it did at least test that area. So 1194, if I just wanted like a 20-cent move, I would stay there. Otherwise, it's testing over VWAP, tested the previous areas, and it is now probably going to double check them one or two more times and hopefully keep its fibs above the 1150 area. So we'll see. And I'll put an alert. I'll move this alert up because that was the alert I originally had. So now the new alert would be here because I'm moving along. But you'll see the buyers are willing to pay more on the bottom side. So that's what you're kind of looking for, is that the buyers are willing to pay more and the people on top already holding it. There it goes right here at that 1194 area. Just letting you know. Y'all have a good day. If you need any help, reach out.